Sara will send it on to Victor Osimhen. Heavy touch taken by Osimhen, but he's inside the Liverpool half now. Now out to the right side. Here is Yilmaz, tries to send it across goal, but Virgil van Dijk is across to get a good touch in it. And then there is just a foul on the edge of the box, which will go Liverpool's way. Miloš Kerkez just brought down by Gabriel Sara from behind. So it will be a free kick for the visitors here. A free kick to be taken by Virgil van Dijk. He's trying to tell Konate to stretch out to the right side. We'll go back to Georgi Mamardashvili. There is Mamardashvili on it. One ball goes up, headed by Davinson Sanchez. Now it's Florian Wirtz out to the right channel with Mohamed Salah. Ball goes back to Shakir. Shakir will clip it out to the right side. Virgil van Dijk will run it in the air. Comes to Dominic Szoboszlai, but he's a little loose on it. And back with Wilfried Singo now. Singo will give it to Yilmaz. Yilmaz out to the right flank. He's been grappled with from behind by Miloš Kerkez. And it will be a free kick for Galatasaray. Kerkez not happy with that foul, but it does go back to the goalkeeper now, Shakir. Shakir will send a long ball up towards this left side where Noah Lang is. Noah Lang will get there ahead of anyone else. Lang on the ball on this left flank will pull it across, headed away inside the 6-yard box by Virgil van Dijk. Be a delivery in towards Victor Osimhen, and he heads it wide of the goal. He's already got an assist early on in this game, has the former Napoli man, and it's the Nigerian this time that's just headed wide of the goal. And that is unlike Victor Osimhen. Scored 7 goals in the Champions League this season. You'd have put your house on him scoring there, but he is headed wide of the goal. Mamardashvili was able to see it past his goal. You know he is a threat. He gets the opportunity, Victor Osimhen. Just didn't really get the direction on the header that he would have wanted. So McAllister committed a foul there. Maybe he was fouled actually, I thought it was the other way, but looks like Gabriel Sara caught him. I thought that it was McAllister that caught him, but clearly the referee today, Jesus Gil Manzano, going the other way. Look on Berwick, certainly didn't agree with the decision. His arms went up to complain about it. And here is Virgil van Dijk. We'll play it on to Dominic Szoboszlai. Loose touch taken by him. Booted away by Ismail Jakobs. Jakobs will look it in the air, and then Hugo Ekitike went to challenge Wilfried Singo for the ball, but catches Singo and falls down awkwardly on his back. He's helped back up onto his feet. He's a little sore, is Wilfried Singo. So they'll be hoping that this is nothing serious. It doesn't look like it. Hugo Ekitike frustrated. The foul was given, so it's the former Tottenham man now, Davinson Sanchez, who will take the free kick, and he will go all the way back to the goalkeeper, Jokan Shakir. Shakir will send it forward. Now it's Badachi, who was caught by Hugo Ekitike. He was just working hard to get on it. So Galatasaray on it now. Davinson Sanchez will send it out to the right side. Yilmaz will go chasing. Dominic Szoboszlai will head it. Now it's Miloš Kerkez who will just boot it down the line. Boot down the line. Davinson Sanchez will bring it down. He'll go long up towards Yilmaz. Yilmaz fell to his foul and was cleared a scent there towards the referee, although the referee just allowed play to go on. The understanding that emotions will be at its highest in a game like today, but Yilmaz certainly did throw his hands in the direction of the referee in frustration. So Miloš Kerkez in the Galatasaray half sends it down the left side to Florian Wirtz. Wilfried Singo, who's strong in the challenge. It's a cross, but it will go out for a throw for Liverpool. Comes back to Florian Wirtz, whilst Miloš Krkeš has stayed nice and high for them. It's Wirtz, plays it forward into Hugo Ekitike. Ekitike will bounce it. Back with Virgil van Dijk now. Van Dijk on it, goes all the way back to Georgi Mamardashvili. There is Mamardashvili to Virgil van Dijk, who sent the ball over the top. That will be headed away. It's back with Davison Sanchez. Sanchez out to the right side to Yilmaz. Yilmaz will play it inside now. And it's back to Virgil van Dijk on the ball. Van Dijk will clip it over the top for Hugo Ekitike. That's Szoboszlai. And he's tackled by Ismail Jakobs, so it's Szoboszlai on it. Now Hugo Ekitike, lovely feet, comes to Mo Salah. Mo Salah to the left side, to McAllister, strike it goal, Shaqiri with the save. Florian Wirtz eventually got the strike away for them. It was well saved by Shaqiri, who was just able to push it out. Goes out to the right side now with Salah, he'll dink it forward to Ekitike. Ekitike will try and chop it back to Salah, and Badachi, the captain, will just boot it away. Only to Dominic Szoboszlai, who tries to play it forward into Mohamed Salah, but it will run through to Yukachan Shaqiri, who's been busy despite his side leading in the opening 17 minutes of this game. We'll now just pick it up. And he will send it forward. It's going to be a long ball up towards Victor Osimhen, but it'll be dealt well with by Ibrahim Konate into Joe Gomez, comes down the right flank. Szoboszlai into Salah. Here is Florian Wirtz. Wirtz tries to send it in behind for Hugo Ekitike, but Wilfried Singo will get there ahead of him. And he will run away with it. It's Miloš Krkeš on the left flank. Back to Virgil van Dijk. Virgil van Dijk out to the right side to Salah. Szoboszlai back into Salah. It's Ismail Jakobs there. Awkward clearance by him. And able to boot it away. Now it comes to Ibrahim Konate with the strike. That was not far off at all. Came to the Frenchman on the edge of the box and he thought, why not? He tried his luck. It looked like it was dipping. Just gone over the crossbar. It wasn't far at all. And Yukachan Shaqiri was certainly worried there for the Turkish side. Just came to Konate and he's put his laces through the ball, but eventually it didn't challenge the goalkeeper. So it's back with Shaqiri now. Shaqiri will knock it on. Now Ekitike will go back out to the right side. Here is Lucas Torreira. Torreira to Gabriel Sara, and Sara will carry it forward for Galatasary. Comes inside to Victor Osimhen, who's going to pull it back. Joe Gomez will clear it away. He can only clear it towards Salah, but Salah's tackled by Jakobs. Szoboszlai will play it quickly into Salah, and they'll get going now. Here is Mohamed Salah, carrying it forward for his team. Salah will turn back and go back to Joe Gomez. Joe Gomez to Ryan Gravenberch. Gravenberch into Szoboszlai. McAllister tries to turn the favour into the Hungarian, but too much on it and not the right direction, as it'll go through to Yukachan Shaqiri. 29-year-old goalkeeper. He's played for Galatasary ever since signing from Trabzonspor in a 24 million deal. There's Davison Sanchez on it. Sanchez on the ball, will turn back, goes back to Shakir. Shakir on the ball. We'll clip it out to the right side, and it's the Galatasaray. And he tries to get there, but Miloš Krkić will put it out, so it'll be a throw for the host. Gabriel Sara tries to keep it in play, does according to the assistant referee on that far side. Sara in behind for Victor Osimhen. Got there ahead of Mamardashvili, but just got a toe to it to kick it past the goalkeeper, and came out of his goal to try and collect it. And it would have been a narrow check to see if he was onside or not. But Mamardashvili did well just to pull out at the last second, because if he collided with the Nigerian Victor Osimhen there, he may have conceded a penalty for Liverpool, which would have made it a lot more difficult for them to come back from. It's Ibrahim Konate to Dominic Szoboszlai. Liverpool have dominated the ball in the early stages. They'll come back to Mamardashvili. Mamardashvili to Virgil van Dijk. He'll go out to the left side with Miloš Krkić. Tries to run through a little bit of trouble. Wilfred Singo will just go back to Abdul Karim Badachi. Badachi to Davison Sanchez. And he'll go all the way back to his goalkeeper, Yurgachan Shakir. Shakir will look to Badachi. Badachi will carry it forward. I'll go out to the left side. It's good play. Comes to Noah Lang. Noah Lang with the delivery, and Mamardashvili has to make the save. It was one of those where the delivery comes from the far left side, and it's certainly a cross, but if it doesn't get a touch, the goalkeeper has to wait until the last second to react, and that he did. The Georgian shot stopper, quick reaction, because it bounced just before it got to him. It's a really impressive stop actually by Georgi Mamardashvili to react to it, and just to get his left forearm on the ball, just to put it out for a corner. But it was a corner that they scored from inside the first 7 minutes. They're going to look to do it again. It's the former Norwich City man, Gabriel Sara, who's going to deliver it in towards the near post, headed away by the captain Virgil van Dijk, who was competing with Victor Osimhen for the ball. Then Joe Gomez comes out and wins a 50-50. Now Liverpool will break forward. Dominic Szoboszlai entering the Galatasaray half. This is an opportunity here for Szoboszlai. Takes a heavy touch and then tries to chip it over the top for Hugo Ekitike, but it will be headed away by Mario Lemina. Now it's Galatasaray coming forward with it. That's a late challenge, I believe, by Alexis McAllister, and he commits the foul, and it will be a free kick for Galatasaray. McAllister just with a late tackle into Gabriel Sara, so it will be a free kick for the Turkish side. Gabriel Sara was just driving inside with the ball, and he collided with Alexis McAllister, so it will mean that they can send plenty of their big men forward now. Opportunity for them to send plenty of big men forward. It's Gabriel Sara once again who stood over it. He will deliver it in. Virgil van Dijk will win it in the air, and it will go all the way out for, I believe it will be a corner. Noah Lang held it in the corner. Made sure Joe Gomez couldn't get there, so this is the exact position that Galatasaray scored from the left side, where it was Gabriel Sara's delivery, which was headed at the far post by Victor Osimhen, back across goal, and it was Mario Lemina that headed home for the hosts here. So Sara puts both arms up in the air, left-footed delivery, and all the way to the far post, where Victor Osimhen is peeled off. Tries a volleyed effort at goal. It comes back out to Sara. It was a dreadful effort, but Sara with the delivery, and it's the header by Davison Sanchez, and that is a remarkable stop by Georgi Mamardashvili there. Davison Sanchez found himself in a bit of space about 10 yards out. He peeled off the back of Virgil van Dijk, and that is a truly remarkable stop by Georgi Mamardashvili. Diving down to his right side, clawing it away from goal. It's a fingertip stop by Georgi Mamardashvili, That is excellent goalkeeping by him. Gabriel Sara this time with the left-footed delivery into the box. It will go straight into the side net, and it will be disappointing by Gabriel Sara. Hits it straight into the side netting. Mamardashvili has been worked harder here than Jurgen Shakir. Dominic Szoboszlai will go into Ryan Gravenberch. Ryan Gravenberch will carry it forward for Liverpool. They'll go out to the right side to Florian Wirtz. Florian Wirtz will give it to Ryan Gravenberch. He's caught by Yilmaz. And Yilmaz gives away the free kick. In a dangerous area. There's not many places on the pitch that aren't dangerous. So Liverpool can now send forward plenty of their big men. Dominic Szoboszlai stood over it. We've seen him score from these sort of positions. 45 yards out he is. Only a one-man wall, so they're confident he's going to cross it. He will just dink it in. It's going to be headed forward by Virgil van Dijk. Van Dijk's header will go all the way through to Shakir. So comfortable for Shakir to collect. It's just headed back into his hands as Konate headed it at the far post. Been a really exciting opening 25 minutes of this game. Badachi play a long ball over the top, which Konate will win in the air. Eventually come out for a throw for Galatasary. Noah Lang will leave it. And Okan Buruk on the edge of his dugout, shouting out instructions. And here is Milos Kerkez. Will head it on to Florian Wirtz. He's tackled, and now Gabriel Sara will go out to the right side. There they are now. It's going to be a delivery all the way across the 6-yard box. Noah Lang will get there. Noah Lang will keep it in play. He's going to move it onto his right foot. He will deliver it in, and it's that time Konate will head it away for the visitors. Now Yismail Jakobs will give it to Noah Lang. Lang will dink it over the top towards Jakobs. Jakobs will fire it across goal, and there is Konate just stood there and able to boot it away for his side. Good link-up play by Noah Lang and Yismail Jakobs linking up on that left side. So just trying to get down that left flank there. So Jakobs has come over to take it. He will launch it forward towards the near post. Mamardashvili thought about coming for it. He'll leave it for Virgil van Dijk to head it away. Now it's Salah. Salah gives it to Ekitike. Ekitike will play it inside to Salah, but he's tackled by Mario Lemina. Now it's Noah Lang. Noah Lang will give it to Gabriel Sara. Lemina thinks it over the top, but Konate does well. Just gets in front of Gabriel Sara. The Galatasaray players will ask for a penalty. I don't think that's a foul. Nothing really in it. Konate was just stronger than him. So Milos Kerkez goes back inside to Virgil van Dijk. Van Dijk on it now. Goes to Konate. Konate will go all the way back. And now it's Mamardashvili. Mamardashvili will send a long ball over the top. Will send it forward. It's booted away. Now it's with Gabriel Sara. Opportunity for Sara to drive forward. We'll give it to Wilfred Singo. Singo will deliver it in. Konate unable to clear it away, and it's fell to Victor Osimhen, who's able to touch it down, but then he fires over the bar. And the man with the Batman-like mask may have expected to be a little bit cooler in that situation, as he panics and just sends it over the bar. It's really poor defending, actually, by Ibrahima Konate. Unable to clear it away. And it came to Victor Osimhen, who was able to spin, turn, get it shot away, but he sends a good 10-yard shot over the bar. So Mamardashvili will knock it on to Joe Gomez, who stayed up to flip this on. Salah's unable to bring it down, so Boslai will head it on to Salah. Salah loses it, so now Noah Lang to Ismail Jakobs. He'll play a long ball over the top, and just going to be a stoppage here. It's the first stoppage of the game, actually. Half an hour into the game, and there is 2 players down. Player down for Galatasary and a player down for Liverpool. It's Dominic Szoboszlai and Mario Lemina, the goal scorers, just seem to collide with each other. I think the forearm of Szoboszlai has just collided in the face of Lemina, so he's gone down with a head injury. Szoboszlai has landed awkwardly, so both of the medical teams are on, just seeing to the 2 players. But was the aforementioned Mario Lemina who opened the scoring. It was a fantastic delivery, and Victor Osimhen jumped above Alexis McAllister, and then it was Lemina at the far post who was able to head home for the Turkish side to give them the lead. It really has been a fascinating opening half an hour of this game. Let's hope we will see more of that tonight as Atletico Madrid host Tottenham Hotspur. Atalanta welcome Bayern Munich to their home in Italy. And we also have Newcastle United hosting Barcelona. That should be an absolutely epic game. And then we also tomorrow have Bayer Leverkusen in the early game against Arsenal. Paris Saint-Germain host Chelsea. Bodo Glimt facing Sporting Lisbon. And probably the main blockbuster tie is Real Madrid and Manchester City meet tomorrow. We are back underway now. Both players are back on their feet, Lemina and Szoboszlai. In fact, Lemina just fouls Ryan Gravenberch. The referee, Jesus Gil Manzano, decides to keep his cards in his pocket on that occasion, but Gravenberch just caught as he was trying to run away from Lemina. Exactly what he was trying to do, is he was just trying to let it run across his body there. So ball goes all the way back to Yakanchar Shakir. Shakir will send a long ball forward. It comes to Noah Lang. Lang is able to bring it down. Lang on the ball. And it will be a throw. So it's going to be a throw all the way up. Virgil van Dijk will try and head it towards Yilmaz. Yilmaz back to Wilfried Singo. He's playing at right fullback. Wilfried Singo will give it to Gabriel Sara. Sara thought he was wrestled to the ground by Ibrahima Kanate. Referee clearly didn't. And then Milos Kerkesh runs into Yilmaz from behind. So it's going to be a free kick. Kerkesh avoids a yellow card on this occasion. Oh. Looks like Yilmaz is looking for a little bit more. And the supporters are asking for a little bit more as well. Oh, he's actually got booked. Milos Kerkesh. Galatasaray players and fans clearly asking for a red card, but Kerkesh is the first man into the referee's notepad. I wonder whether that will mean we'll get to see Andrew Robertson later in the game, but Paris Alper Yilmaz has remained down on the ground, so he's receiving medical attention at the moment. Referee Shazova speaking to him. Yilmaz is in quite a bit of pain by the looks of things. Tell you what, Ryan Gravenberch definitely caught Gabriel Sara beforehand and Slightly surprised that we didn't see a booking or a free kick actually come the way of him. Probably should have done, to be honest. So it will be a free kick now. Gabriel Sara and Yilmaz, who's back up onto his feet, but they're just going to play it short to Noah Lang, who's about 40 yards out. He'll deliver it in, be flicked on by Mario Lemina, and it'll be collected by Mamardashvili. Mamardashvili will send a long ball over the top. So Boslai goes out to the left side. It's Badachi who's across, and she's able to put it out for what will be the first corner of the game, in fact, for Liverpool. So it's going to be an opportunity for them to deliver in now. Calster, Ekatike, Gomez, Canate, Van Dijk all gone forward. Waiting for the delivery to come in. The referee just made his way over to speak to Mohamed Salah and Shakir. Salah's stood on the goalkeeper. Dominic Szoboszlai is the man preparing to take the corner from that far side. Will be clipped forward, which will be punched away by Shakir. Comes out to Wirtz, who tries to send it forward. That will be booted away by Galatasaray. And Victor Osimhen just runs into the back of Ryan Gravenberch. That will be a foul. Just catches Gravenberch from behind. A little bit loose with his tackle. So it is Alexis McAllister who's come over to take the free kick for Liverpool. Victor Osimhen was just a little bit overzealous there. Puts his right arm in the edge. So one man will assembled by Noah Lang for Galatasaray. Still can't deliver it. Galatasaray stood on the edge of the 18-yard box. Goes short to Salah. Salah clips it forward, takes a deflection. Now Joe Gomez on the right side of the box. Gomez crosses it in. Comes off the back of Badachi, and then Gomez tries to send it back in, and that is really poor by the former Chartered Athletic man, Joe Gomez. 303 games into his professional footballing career. Still never scored a goal. It's just his third start of the Champions League, in fact. And talking of records on a slot, this is his 100th game in charge of the Merseysiders. And when he was asked about it, he said his record is pretty good, but it depends who you ask as to what sort of reputation he has as manager of Liverpool. So ball comes out, and it will be a throw for Joe Gomez to take. Joe Gomez thought about sending an early one forward. His manager on a slot is asking him to throw it down the line, which he does, and Badachi will knock it out. He's the captain of Galatasaray, Abdul Karim Badachi, 21 years of age, played in every Champions League game so far. Signed for them for 24 million from Konyaspor, Turkish international. Not one of the biggest names, but an integral part of what Okan Björk has done here. As Dominic Szoboszlai will try and send it down the right side. Noah Lang will cut it out. Now it's Ryan Gravenberch on the ball. We'll go all the way back to his goalkeeper, Georgi Mamardashvili. He'll send it out to the right side to Szoboszlai. He'll head it back to Florian Wirtz. And Ryan Gravenberch and Virgil van Dijk, just a bit of miscommunication there. They allowed it to bounce, and they allowed Galatasaray to come forward with Victor Osimhen. He'll play a 1-2 with Yilmaz. Goes back out to Yilmaz on the right side. Yilmaz will give it to Wilfred Singo. 52% of the ball, Galatasaray, in this first half so far. But Liverpool have had the more passes. Hugo-Chan Shakir will, a long ball up, be headed by Milos Kerkez. Wilfred Singo will win it in the air. Touched down by Gabriel Sara. Goes down the right side towards Yilmaz. Yilmaz tries to get hold of it, and he just dribbles out of place. It'll be a throw for Milos Kerkez to take for Liverpool. Kerkez just drying the ball under his shirt. He's going to throw it back to Dominic Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai will go back to the goalkeeper, Georgi Mamardashvili. He'll send the long ball up. There's Dominic Szoboszlai to Ryan Gravenberch. Ryan Gravenberch will take a heavy touch. Angel Gomez will try and clip it down the right side. We'll go all the way back to the goalkeeper, Yekajan Shakir. Yekajan Shakir is out and slides it out of play. It's Joe Gomez. Gomez will give it to Ibrahima Konate. Konate to Mamardashvili. Clip over the top towards Ekatike. Ekatike will bring it down. Ekatike can move it on to his right foot. Then he's going to send a left-footed cross in towards the far post where Milos Kerkez is. Heads it back across goal, and Florian Wirtz will just head it into the hands of Shakir, and it'll be comfortable for the 29-year-old to dive down onto. He'll roll it out to Mario Lemina. He goes out early to the right side to Baris Alper Yilmaz. Now Yilmaz inside to Gabriel Sara. Sara can just send it out to the left side to Noah Lang. Lang will touch it down. Opportunity for him to run at the Liverpool defence. Here is Noah Lang. Going off the left side. Deflected off Ibrahima Konate. It's going to be another corner here for Galatasaray. They're having real joy at the moment. It's end-to-end stuff here inside Ram Stadium. And the former Napoli man, Noah Lang, is looking really good when he's racing forward for Galatasaray. Will be an opportunity now for them to deliver in once again, which, remember, is where they scored from. Gabriel Sara just plays it short to Yilmaz. Comes back into Sara. Sara with the delivery in. Headed on by Lemina. Headed away by Gomez. Salah gives it away cheaply. It's back with Joe Gomez now. He's just going to hook it down the line. No nonsense. Szoboszlai will flick it on. And that time it's Davison Sanchez will just boot it away. Now Ekatike tries to get there ahead of Davison Sanchez. He's not really had many touches, Ekatike. Shakir will boot it away. Gomez will touch it down his chest. Here is Gomez. Take it past the captain, Badaci. Crosses it in. Headed away by Davison Sanchez. Lower Lang tries to bring it down, but Joe Gomez and Ryan Gravenberch are stronger than him. And then it's Konate just gives it away as he tried to pass it into Szoboszlai. Really, it's a frenetic pace about this game. Lang on the ball after receiving it from Lucas Torreira. He'll just go back to his captain Badaci. Badaci will switch out to the right side where Wilfred Singo is. Lovely touch taken by the Galatasaray fullback. He'll go back to Davison Sanchez. There is Gabriel Sara. Sara will go down the right side, and Yilmaz surely is fouled. The only man on the booking at the moment, Milos Kerkez, and yes, Kerkez is fouled as Yilmaz just dragged him down to the ground, got caught on the wrong side. It's a fair free kick that has been given by Jesus Gil Manzano there. Can't really complain about that one. So here is Mamardashvili. Mamardashvili sends it out to the left side. Mamardashvili sends it on to Ekatike. The cross is Wilfred Singo. Singo will give it to Mario Lemina. There is Yilmaz on the right side. Liverpool just seem like they've really got to grips when Galatasaray coming forward. Got many strings to the bow, haven't they? They can get it out wide with plenty of pace, but can also play it into the middle with, they've got technicians like Gabriel Sara and Mario Lemina, but they also can go direct into Victor Osimhen. As Liverpool go direct into Hugo Ekatike. Is he brought down there by Davison Sanchez? No. And Sanchez shouts in the face of Ekatike. Ekatike not happy at all. He thought that he was fouled. Florian Wirtz picks the pocket of Yilmaz. Now it's Liverpool coming forward with Szoboszlai, who was bundled down to the ground by Gabriel Sara, and it will be a free kick here for Liverpool. This first half has gone very, very quickly. It's a real joy to watch. Szoboszlai just barged down to the ground by Gabriel Sara. Arne Slot was not happy at all. It'll be a free kick here. Dominic Szoboszlai and Mohamed Salah are the two men stood over it for Liverpool. I need to catch my breath. What a game of football we're seeing here. Looks like the Hungarian Szoboszlai is going to leave it to the Egyptian Mohamed Salah. One-man wall assembled by Noah Lang. Salah's right arm goes up in the air. He's going to float it in. And be headed away by Osimhen, and the referee has spotted a foul in there. Mario Lemina caught. And we are into 2 minutes of additional time here in this first half. Mario Lemina gets back up onto his feet, just went down to the ground, was shoved to the ground by Virgil van Dijk. It's a little bit soft, but Van Dijk did give him a little bit of a shove, so you can see the thinking of the official. So Shaqiri tells his team to get forward. He'll send a long ball up. It will run all the way through towards Mamardashvili, who will collect it. Mamardashvili will bounce it a couple of times before sending a long ball forward, which will be headed by Ismail Jakobs, the left fullback. Canate will then just boot it away for Liverpool. Oh, it's Joe Gomez. Joe Gomez goes inside. Is it to Alexis McAllister? McAllister on it. To Ryan Gravenberch. To McAllister. Now Canate. It goes long up towards Joe Gomez, and apparently it's come from an offside position. There's going to be a free kick for Galatasary, and that should see us through to half-time, you'd have thought. Just coming back from an offside position was Joe Gomez. What an entertaining half of football we've seen here. Galatasaray have had 9 shots, Liverpool with 6, both sides with 3 on target. Free kick goes forward, play will carry on, Van Dijk will head it, and there the referee will end it. So what an entertaining first 47 minutes, but after the first half it's the hosts Galatasaray who lead via Mario Lemina's solitary header. It's half time here. Galatasaray 1, Liverpool 0.
Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page. Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page.
Hello and welcome back to the second half here of this Champions League game between Galatasaray and Liverpool. We are about to start the second half with Galatasaray a goal up to the good. Mario Lemina with the header in the 7th minute to give the Turkish hosts the lead against the English Premier League champions. It was a header back across goal by Victor Osimhen, which was headed home by Mario Lemina to give them the lead. It was certainly a fantastic first half where we saw 6 shots on target, 17 shots in total. It was a real frenetic pace about the game and we were well and truly entertained, and well, it's safe to say we are hoping for more of the same as we enter the second half here, with Galatasaray kicking from left to right. They are in their traditional orange and red striped tops with red shorts and red socks, whilst Liverpool are in away strip, green tops, white shorts, green socks. It's an early opportunity here. Szoboszlai with the effort, and it's Shaqiri with the save. It is a real fast start to the game, starting just as we ended the first half. And it was Szoboszlai about 25 yards out there, striking well, and Ergacan Shaqiri just pushing the ball away. Good goalkeeping there by the Turkish international. It's going to be a throw for Joe Gomez to take for Liverpool here. He's just drying the ball underneath his shirt. He's getting a little bit of stick from the supporters behind the goal as he's preparing to launch it forward. He does send it in towards the near post, headed down towards Alexis McAllister, who will send in a strike at goal. That is deflected away And it eventually goes out for a goal kick by the looks of things. Just fell down to Alexis McAllister. And his strike at goal has been deflected out, and it does go out for a goal kick. Clearly it must have come back off him. So long ball goes forward by Shakir, go all the way through to the goalkeeper Mamardashvili. So ball is rolled out to Virgil van Dijk. Virgil van Dijk gives it to Alexis McAllister. McAllister will go back to the captain. He'll go all the way back to Van Dijk. Van Dijk out to Mamardashvili. Mamardashvili will send a long ball up to Salah. It's actually Ekitike who gets there, and then he takes a heavy touch. Now it's Noah Lang in the midfield. He's well tackled by Joe Gomez, and then Salah takes a heavy touch, and it will just run out for Galatasaray throw out on that far side. It's going to be a throw for the left fullback, Ismail Jakobs. He's going to take the throw here for Galatasaray. He's getting a little bit of stick from the Liverpool players who are saying that he's taken too long to launch it in. Here is Salah, who will give it to Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai will give it to McAllister. He'll play it inside to Szoboszlai now, carrying it forward. Come to the left flank. Now they've got it inside. Now it's Ryan Gravenberch stepping forward. Ismail Jakobs is across and can block it out. Now it's Gabriel Sara out to the left flank with Ismail Jakobs. Jakobs will give it to Ryan Gravenberch. There is Florian Wirtz. Wirtz will come back to Joe Gomez. Joe Gomez to McAllister. McAllister out to Milos Kerkez. Milos Kerkez to Alexis McAllister. It's going to just go out to the right side. Touchdown by Mo Salah. Very nice touch taken by Mo Salah. Tries to drive at Noah Lang, but Noah Lang will make the tackle. And he'll go back to Ismail Jakobs, and Jakobs will clear it away for his side. Ibrahima Konate will get there and just head it out to play for a Galatasaray throw on this occasion. So Gökhan Shakir has been well worked in the game so far. A decent stop. It was down the centre of the goal, so the strike from Dominic Szoboszlai, it's one you'd have expected him to save, but it was just struck so well by the Hungarian. Really put his foot through the ball, which meant it was really difficult for Shakir, but did deal well with it. The ball is back with Alexis McAllister. McAllister will just give it to Ryan Gravenberch now. Gravenberch to Virgil van Dijk, who goes forward. He's brought down by Victor Osimhen. Ball comes to Davison Sanchez. Sanchez goes out to the right side. Now with Wilfred Singo. Singo loses it. There is Florian Wirtz, booted away by Davison Sanchez. Now Ryan Gravenberch on the ball. Tries to turn. He's well tackled by Wilfred Singo, and it comes back off Gravenberch and goes out for a throw. It's going to be a throw to be taken by Wilfred Singo. He'll throw it inside, and then he'll head it on towards Gabriel Sara. Gabriel Sara onto Hugo Ekitike. Ball bounces back. Now it's Ibrahima Konate. Victor Osimhen's complaining to the referee in yellow about something. Not sure what happened there. Something off the ball, clearly. Ryan Gravenberch will give it to Mohamed Salah. There is Salah. He'll go back to Ibrahima Konate. Konate will send a long ball forward. Then he'll head it on, but Sara will touch it down. Virgil van Dijk will go back to Mamardashvili. Mamardashvili will boot it up in the air. And it's knocked on. Now it's Mario Lemina. Mario Lemina on it. to Gabriel Sara. Now Noah Lang. Noah Lang on the left side of the box. He's on to his right foot. Delivery comes in. Mamardashvili will punch it away. As well in the end does the Georgian goalkeeper. Mamardashvili comes out and just punches it away. Convincing goalkeeping. Wilfred Singo thought about taking the long throw, but he's left it for another player to take after the punch out by Mamardashvili. Out for what will be a throw. Delivery comes in. It's going to be headed on. Now it's Yilmaz. Yilmaz will try and boot it back. And actually boots it out of play, and I think he may have gone a little bit too early anyway. So the referee indicating that he has gone a little bit too early. Yeah, was caught in an offside position. So a good decision there by the referee. There's Alexis McAllister. Go out to the left side to Milos Kerkez. Kerkez to Virgil van Dijk. To Dominic Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai will give it to Alexis McAllister. He's very deep. They want to get him higher up. Him and Szoboszlai. Want to get both of them higher up. Always clipped out to the right side. Going very direct with the ball on Liverpool. Eventually Galatasaray can go all the way back to Yukachar Chakir. Chakir out to the right side. Touch on the chest by Singo. Singo knocks it on. It will go through, and there is the goalkeeper, Mamardashvili, who will boot it forward. Someone tries to bring it down, but Canate's just stronger than him. There's Canate on the ball now for Liverpool. Canate to Alexis McAllister. He'll spin and send it in behind for Mohamed Salah, but Ismail Jakobs will get there and just go back to the goalkeeper, Shakir. Shakir will give it to Davison Sanchez. Tries to come forward with it. Sanchez will turn back. He'll send a long ball up towards Yilmaz. Yilmaz gets there and is caught by Virgil van Dijk. It will be a free kick. I wonder whether we'll see a yellow card. We will. So Virgil van Dijk joins Milos Kerkez in the referee's notepad. Getting booked by Jesus Gil Manzano. Just gets a little bit tight, but he did really well, did Baris Alper Yilmaz. Just uses his body, and then the Liverpool captain Virgil van Dijk just committed a foul. You could certainly see why it is a foul. So Gabriel Sara previously played in the Championship in England with Norwich City before he joined Galatasaray for 15 million. He's preparing to send it in. So ball will be delivered in towards the far post. Van Dijk will head it away. There is Singo. Can head it to Noah Lang. So here they are on it now. It's now to the left side, and it's a shot at goal by the captain that stayed up, Abdul Karim Badachi, and he hits it into the side netting. But for a second there, Georgi Mamardashvili was certainly worried as Badachi let loose from his left foot and just fired it into the side netting, but got a real strong connection on it. So Szoboszlai will go back to Canate. There's Canate on the ball. He'll give it to Virgil van Dijk. Van Dijk will assess his options. Alexis McAllister will get on it instead. There is McAllister on the ball. Goes back to Van Dijk. Will go forward. Wilfred Singo will boot it away. Touchdown by Dominic Szoboszlai will carry it forward. He's about 20 yards out now. Oh, not far off at all. And we certainly know of the quality that Dominic Szoboszlai has when he's stepping up towards the edge of the box. And he is let loose from distance there. But Ergacan Shakir was confident that the ball was bouncing wide because he didn't even dive for it. He'll take the goal kick now with Badachi going back to the goalkeeper. And he will send it along, which Canate will head it away. And now it's Galatasary going forward. Ismail Jakobs receives it from Noah Lang. It's cut back. That comes to Mario Lamina. Lamina on it, will just turn back, go all the way back to Badachi. Badachi to Davison Sanchez. They've got it on the left flank with Ismail Jakobs. Jakobs tries to send it down the line. It'll be blocked off by Joe Gomez on that occasion. Gomez is across and does well just to block it off. The throw will be taken by the former Monaco man, Senegalese international. Quite quickly lose it as Salah comes forward, but Noah Lang that time is doing some good defensive work. It's ahead of Salah. Joe Gomez is across and tackles Noah Lang and stops him from racing forward. Got a couple of players warming up down there by the looks of things. Here is Virgil van Dijk. Virgil van Dijk on the ball. Van Dijk will carry it forward. Will then come back. Here's Dominic Szoboszlai. Dominic Szoboszlai into Ryan Gravenberch. And Gravenberch to Virgil van Dijk. There is Milos Kerkez. Kerkez into Gravenberch. Comes to Kerkez. Now with Van Dijk. Back to Dominic Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai just a little bit loose on it and brings his man down. Now Gabriel Sara can come forward. Alexis McAllister does well just to get in, and McAllister commits the foul on Gabriel Sara and he's frustrated at the decision, but just gets caught on the wrong side of him. Brings him down on it. So we're going to get the first substitutions of the game actually here. And it's going to be Milos Kerkez, who's on a booking, so on a slot, maybe not looking to take any risks. So I'm not too surprised by that because, as I say, he's on a booking. And coming on for him is Andrew Robertson, who was absolutely fantastic on Friday night against Wolverhampton Wanderers with a brilliant goal to open the score and then a fantastic cross for Mohamed Salah to make it 2-0. So Andy Robertson is on, and maybe a little bit surprising to see Mohamed Salah brought off. Last year was the main man. Hasn't really contributed on the goals front as much. Well, certainly hasn't contributed on as much as he has done previously, but perhaps would have expected to have been better here. Mohamed Salah coming off for Jeremy Frimpong, who is naturally a right fullback but can play it right midfield. So Jeremy Frimpong, who signed this summer from Bayer Leverkusen and a 35 million deal is on, so he will play and try and attack Ismail Jakobs down on that left side. But Liverpool haven't really got to grips this second half. Here is Hugo Ekitike. Ekitike carrying it forward for Liverpool. But eventually he's well tackled by Badachi, and then it rebounds back off Ekitike and out for a goal kick. He was just trying to force his way through the Galatasaray defence there, Hugo Ekitike, but he was well tackled eventually. So it's going to be a one ball forward by Shakir. There's Gabriel Sara, send it over the top at Ibrahim Konate. That's a loose pass by him. Now it's Noah Lang. Noah Lang tries to give it to Victor Osimhen. Osimhen picks the pocket of Konate. And Victor Osimhen puts Galatasaray 2 goals in front here. And it's absolute bedlam here in Turkey as Liverpool fall 2 goals behind. Although Victor Osimhen has been denied the goal. Was there an offside in the build-up? The assistant referee on this near side has risen his flag, and I think he's indicated that Yilmaz was in an offside position. Yilmaz goes for the ball. So does he interfere with it there? I think he does. I think it's the correct decision. It will be controversial because Baris Alper Yilmaz doesn't actually touch the ball, but he made a movement to go for the ball, which put Ibrahim Konate under a little bit of pressure. And then Noah Lang just dinked it over the top of Georgi Marmadashvili. And despite the best efforts of Ibrahim Konate, there was Victor Osimhen. And he thought that he put Galatasaray 2 goals in front. But we are back to Galatasaray 1, Liverpool 0. So Yilmaz was in an offside position, and because he interfered with play, and I think it is the correct decision in my book. Ball is forward now with Osimhen. Osimhen running at Van Dijk, comes to Yilmaz. There is Yilmaz on it, and once again the assistant referee on this near side raises his flag. That time I think it was for Victor Osimhen. So here is Yilmaz. Back into position. Konate will just go all the way back to his goalkeeper, Georgi Marmadashvili. Marmadashvili will give it to Virgil van Dijk. Van Dijk will go back to Marmadashvili. So Marmadashvili loses it, and now it's Mario Lemina. Mario Lemina are on it to Gabriel Sara. Sara out to the right side. Wilfred Singo gets there ahead of Wirtz. Singo will pull it back, and Van Dijk on that occasion will just boot it away for Liverpool. Rosemary Jacobs coming over to take a long throw for Galatasaray by the looks of things. And he will launch it in. All the way in, headed away by Joe Gomez. Now Hugo Ekitike will head it on. Pitched away by Wilfred Singo. There's Virgil van Dijk. Give it to Noah Lang. Lang loses it, and now Jeremy Frimpong can come forward. Now it's out to the right side with Yilmaz. Yilmaz maybe gives it away there. Ekitike, heavy touch round Davinson Sanchez, bearing down on goal. Hugo Ekitike, oh, he has to do better. I think you have to give credit to Abdul Karim Badachi. I think he's got a touch in it to divert it out for a corner. But the former Frankfurt man, Hugo Ekitike, has to do better there. Bearing down at goal, it was actually the save by Yurgacan Shakir. It's a really good stop with his right hand stuck out to the right side, and he just pushes it round the post, and it will be a corner now for the English visitors as Dominic Szoboszlai comes over to take. Szoboszlai will take for Liverpool. He sends it all the way to the far post. Van Dijk will get there, heads it back across goal. And the referee has spotted a foul. He said that Yurgacan Shakir was fouled. It just seemed to be a little bit of shoving and pushing inside the 6-yard box. So a free kick has been given. The referee has spotted it. So long ball goes up. It will be headed by Virgil van Dijk. Van Dijk will knock it on. Now it's Hugo Ekitike will try and get there, but Ekitike will only head it into the hands of Shaqiri. Shaqiri will roll it out to Ismail Jakobs. It'll be over the top. Virgil van Dijk just stronger than Victor Osimhen. Davinson Sanchez tries to head it down to the right side to Wilfred Singo, send it down the line. There's Van Dijk, he'll give it to Andrew Robertson, he'll go all the way back to Georgi Mamadashvili. Mamadashvili will knock it on. Wilfred Singo will only be able to head it into Andrew Robertson. Ball will be clipped forward. Wilfred Singo will knock it on. Dijk just tries to clip it forward. Van Dijk gets there ahead of Yilmaz, but now Gabriel Sara racing forward for Galatasaray, but that's a poor pass. Joe Gomez can just go back to Mamadashvili, and then Mamadashvili will send the ball up towards Szoboszlai. It's headed down to Gravenberch. Now Jeremy Frimpong coming forward for Liverpool. Up against Ismail Jakobs. Come back to Joe Gomez now. Remember the importance of this result for Galatasaray, because they are going to Anfield with no away fans because of trouble in their last game in the playoff against Juventus, where they won in extra time. Because of the trouble that the Galatasaray supporters caused, they have been banned from travelling to England for the away games, so there will be no Galatasaray fans in the away end, which means Liverpool will have the support of the Anfield crowd. Ekitike, does he bring Wilfred Singo down? Not according to the referee. Florian Wirtz takes it off Lucas Torreira. Now it's Alexis McAllister. He's got Szoboszlai ahead of him. Szoboszlai will get there ahead of Davinson Sanchez. He'll pull it back, and it's the former Tottenham Hotspur man. Davinson Sanchez will just knock it back out of play, but it will be a corner now for Liverpool. Dominic Szoboszlai with really good perseverance just to get ahead of any Galatasaray man there. So Szoboszlai comes over to take. Now, before, I think the referee's just speaking to a couple of players. Now Szoboszlai will deliver it in towards the near post. It's headed on, and Liverpool have scored. It somehow has crumbled into the back of the net. And for all of Galatasaray's fantastic defending in this game, they have fallen behind after Liverpool have scored. From this corner, there seems to be confusion as the Liverpool players don't even celebrate. We're going to see it back. I don't even know how it's ended up into the back of the net. The goalkeeper, Ergan Shaqiri, has come for it. And he's in no man's land. He's nowhere near the ball. And I think it may have come off Ibrahima Konate's arm. And I think that is why Liverpool aren't celebrating. So Galatasaray are saying that this should be disallowed. If the final touch came off the arm of Ibrahima Konate, then it should be disallowed. It is being checked now. I don't think there is a clear touch off Konate's arm here. It is being checked by VAR. So the referee's waiting to hear word from VAR. They're having a real good look at it. Van Dijk is saying that he was fouled anyway. But they are checking for a potential handball. Will Galatasaray get a reprieve, or will this goal stand? I'd like to see it back again. Would seem harsh to deny Liverpool the goal in these circumstances. But is that why Konate didn't celebrate? The Liverpool players didn't run off to celebrate, even though the ball ended up into the back of the net. I'd like to see the highlight back again to see whether there was any proof. But we are all square here in Istanbul, and the game does look like it has flipped. Here's VAR going to scupper Liverpool once again. If it's taken the final touch off an arm of Konate, Does he take the last touch? Can't tell whether it comes off his hand or not. And the goal has been disallowed. So Jesus Gil Manzano has said that the ball has come off the arm. So the goal has been denied, and we are back to Galatasaray 1, Liverpool 0. The goal has been disallowed. They won't be happy with Arne Slot's team. If they see it back, I think they might agree with the decision. So there has been a substitution there. Florian Wirtz has made his way off the pitch, and they have brought on the former PSV Eindhoven man, Cody Gakpo. He could play out on the left side or down the middle. He started at the Molineux on Friday night in FA Cup action as the number 9. But that might give Liverpool just a little bit of confidence. Szoboszlai's got it here. Szoboszlai with the ball. Why was he stopping? He stopped because there was a Galatasaray man down. I don't know why he did. They're playing on now though. Cody Gakpo to Ekitike. Ekitike back across. Frimpong heads it down. He's going to come out to Cody Gakpo for the strike. That's blocked off. Now Ryan Gravenberch with a right-footed strike at goal. Headed away by Badaci. He tries to go down to the ground holding his head. Play will carry on. Here is Ryan Gravenberch to Jeremy Frimpong. On the right side of the box. Frimpong with the effort. And that is soft. And it will just fizzle into the hands of Yurgacan Shakir. And the referee will stop it now because Mario Lamina has gone down with a head injury. He did take one to the face, and he has gone down to the ground, and there's a little bit of concern for him there, but he was able to stand up. So Liverpool saw a goal being disallowed as the final touch came off the hand of Ibrahima Konate. And it was a handball, so here is Yurgacan Shakir. Comes out to Davison Sanchez. Sanchez on the right side will send the ball down the right flank. That will be booted away. Now it's Virgil van Dijk. Give it to Ryan Gravenberch. Gravenberch back to Virgil van Dijk. Georgi Marmadashvili will boot it forward. Gakpo seems to have wrapped up his arm. Must be some sort of injury that he is looking to protect by the looks of things. It goes all the way back to Yurgacan Shakir now. Shakir on it. This is a long ball up. That's poor really by him. Should do better. Go through to Marmadashvili. Marmadashvili will just play it short to Virgil van Dijk. Van Dijk to Alexis McAllister. McAllister to Van Dijk up to the right side. Frimpong will flick it on. And then the ball will go all the way back to Yurgacan Shakir. It's been thoroughly entertaining this game so far. Wilfred Singo, nice touch taken by him. We'll head it on. Andrew Robertson will give it to Cody Gakpo. Cody Gakpo just dodged down to the ground. Wilfred Singo just catches him from behind. Gakpo helped back up onto his feet. A little bit loose, that tackle coming from Wilfred Singo. Quarter of an hour left here. 10 shots in the game for the hosts, 13 for Liverpool. They've had 6 on target. Half the visitors though, 3 on target for Galatasaray, yet to have a shot on target in this second half. They've only had 1 shot in total in the second half. Liverpool have been the better side in the second period. So Szoboszlai with the delivery and Shakir comes for it, he doesn't catch it. Can Liverpool take advantage? It somehow ends up, landing on top of the goal, although I think the referee gives the foul anyway. He claims that Yurgacan Shakir was fouled. I mean, I don't think he was fouled at all. It was a very legitimate, honest attempt by Van Dijk to go for the ball, and Shakir wasn't strong enough. Somehow Sanchez put it over the bar. It doesn't matter there anyway, because the referee thought it was a foul. So, a couple of substitutions here for Galatasaray. Noah Lang, the man on loan from Antonio Conte's Napoli, is going to be the first man to make his way off the pitch. and also the goal scorer, the man that used to play for Fulham, Wolverhampton Wanderers and Southampton, Mario Lemina, will make his way off the pitch. So it's a double change for Johan Burik's team. And we are going to see Roland Salai come on, who can play at right fullback. The Hungarian who plays international football with Dominik Szoboszlai, previously played at Freiburg. Roland Salai, who's naturally a winger but can play at right fullback, is on. And also a man that has come through the youth system here at Galatasaray, but did just a couple of seasons ago spend a loan spell out at Leicester City at the King Power Stadium. Yunus Akgun is on through the youth system here, so Roland Salai and Yunus Akgun on as Galatasaray are perhaps just trying to protect what they've got here. They've got a free kick after a foul by Joe Gomez. Gabriel Sara just trying to organise where his players stand as he's looking to deliver a ball in. Zara's arm goes up, he will deliver it in towards the near post. Lucas Torreira will head over the bar, and then the assistant referee on this near side will indicate that Lucas Torreira went a little bit too early anyway, a little bit too keen to get to the ball, and goes out for a goal kick. Ball goes back to Mamardashvili. One ball up. Sanchez will head it on. Now Szoboszlai flicks on towards Andrew Robertson. Now Roland Salai has come out to play at right fullback. Wilfred Singo, who was playing right fullback, now playing his more natural central midfield position. So he's gone to replace the goal scorer Mario Lemina. Shakir sends a long ball up. Ismail Jakobs goes up for it, and I think he may have been fouled as he went up for it. Joe Gomez down on the ground holding his head. Gomez's head was just caught by Ismail Jakobs. I think it's more of a foul by Joe Gomez, to be honest, because he kind of upbends Jakobs. Slot turns away to his backroom staff, shaking his head. He'll recognise that his side have been the better team today, created the better opportunities. We'll look back to that one-on-one Hugo Ekitike head, but they've got an opportunity here, but it will be headed by Roland Salai, and then Shakir is out of his goal to collect. We're into the final 10 minutes of this game now. Still 1-0 up, or Galatasaray. Jurgen Shakir will just roll it out to Davison Sanchez. He'll send a long ball over the top, of which Akgun will try and get there, but he's gone a little bit too early. Just go a little bit too early, went so early there. Virgil van Dijk will take the free kick. He will send a long ball over the top. Headed away by Roland Salai. Roland Salai to Gakpo. Here is Andrew Robertson down the left flank. Robertson will pull it back. Oh, it's deflected by Davison Sanchez. And it was well saved in the end by Jurgen Shakir. Had to make the stop. Robertson did really well linking up with Cody Gakpo down that left side. He pulled it back, and Davison Sanchez, just his touch deflected into the hands of Jurgen Shakir and was able to push it round his post. Now Dominik Szoboszlai is preparing to deliver this one in. There is crowded area around the goalkeeper. Delivery comes in all the way towards the far post. Be touched on by Cody Gakpo. Volley out for a goal kick. The Turkish international Jurgen Shakir is really struggling with the physicality of the Liverpool players every time they take a set piece here. It was Gakpo with the final touch. Really have any complaints about that one. And the goalkeeper is getting set to send this goal kick forward. He will launch it on. There's Virgil van Dijk who will boot it away. Dijk will head it on. Now it's Akgun. Yunus Akgun to Victor Osimhen. Now Roland Salai. Victor Osimhen over the top. He'll get there ahead of Virgil van Dijk. It's pulled across. It's well saved by the goalkeeper. Now it's going to come out for a strike at goal by Wilfred Singo, but it's poor end product actually by Wilfred Singo, as he was on the edge of the box there and really mishit the ball, and it goes well wide of the goal. So Van Dijk will give it to Mamardashvili. Mamardashvili will give it to Ryan Gravenberch. Gravenberch will come back to Ibrahima Konate. Konate will send it down the line, which will be headed away down there. Now it's Ryan Gravenberch to Dominic Szoboszlai. Hugo Ekitike. Ton, and then Konate will boot it away. Badachi will head it on. Gomez will give it to Dominic Szoboszlai. Gomez carrying it forward. And Gomez will give it to Konate, but Lucas Torre is down on the ground, but I think he was the one that actually fouled the player down there, so it's free kick for Liverpool as Joe Gomez was caught from behind. Gomez takes a loose touch as the ball came into him. Now it's Ibrahima Konate, who's able to turn. Now Dominic Szoboszlai out to the left side to Andrew Robertson. Robertson will give it to Cody Gakpo. He can run at the Galatasaray defence. It's Gakpo. Will fire it in. McAllister, loose touch taken by him. There is Szoboszlai. Will pull it back towards Gravenberch. It'll be booted away by Jakobs. Now it's Jeremy Frimpong. He's well tackled. And now it's Yilmaz who goes down the left side. Konate's a little bit loose on it. Galatasaray going to run through. It's Victor Osimhen one-on-one with Virgil van Dijk. What will Osimhen do? Oh, he's eventually well tackled by Konate, but then he wins it back. It's with Osimhen. Strike at goal. And it's Robertson's touch that will send it out for a corner. It's poor play by Ibrahima Konate, who eventually gave it away, and it allowed Victor Osimhen just to run at Virgil van Dijk. If it wasn't for his captain, Van Dijk, he did really well just to slow down Victor Osimhen there. He did really well in the end. Gabriel Sara is over to take the corner. He puts his right arm up in the air. Sara will deliver it in. And be punched by the goalkeeper, Mamardashvili. Just punch it out and it'll be a throw for Galatasaray. Ismail Jakobs comes over to take the throw. It's going to be a long throw into the box by Ismail Jakobs as he's preparing to launch it in. Jakobs will send it on. It's going to be headed by Virgil van Dijk. It'll go back out to the left side to Jakobs. Jakobs will touch it down. Now it's Wilfred Singo. Singo will receive it from Davinson Sanchez. Davinson Sanchez will go all the way back to Yogachan Shakir. Shakir on it. He'll send a long ball up to the left side, touched down by Yilmaz. Yilmaz with a loose touch. He's back to Davinson Sanchez now. Davinson Sanchez to Badachi. Badachi will send it over the top. This is fantastic. They're in now with Yilmaz. Yilmaz coming forward. He's going to lay it off for Gabriel Sara. Hits it into the side netting. And let's not forget that this is a two-legged tie. And a second goal here for Galatasaray would be absolutely massive. But they are not taking their opportunities when they get them here. They've had a couple nice opportunities on the break. Have Galatasaray. And they are just not taking advantage of them. And they do not want to go to Anfield with just a one-goal deficit because they know what Anfield can be like on a European night. So substitution here, and it's the former Norwich City man, Gabriel Sara, who will make his way off the pitch. And coming on for him is a man on loan from the German champions, Bayern Munich, Sasha Bowie, who is a right full-back. So Sasha Bowie will actually be the third player to play at right full-back, which means Roland Salai will be asked to play in a more attacking position out on the right side. And I think it's Yunus Akgün will go and play in the number 10 position, where the man Gabriel Sara was playing, the man that's just come off. And Galatasaray were breaking forward there, and it was Ryan Gravenberch with the foul. And he will go into the referee's notepad. He just grabbed hold of the shirt of Wilfried Singo as he was trying to get away from the Liverpool midfield there. And he joins Milos Kerkez and Virgil van Dijk in the referee's notepad. So we're 88 minutes into this game. It's a free kick for Galatasaray, with them leading a goal to nil. He's going to go all the way forward now. And then it will go up towards Ekitike. He's just not able to hold on to it. Headed away by Sanchez. Van Dijk out to the right side. Gomez will head it on. Ekitike unable to touch it down. Ismail Jakobs. He's got pressure from behind. Tries to spin and boot it away. Frimpong will give it to Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai dinks it in. There is Ekitike. Heads it over the bar. He has had a disappointing night for Liverpool tonight, has Hugo Ekitike. When he's had the opportunities at goal, he has just not made the most of them. And there, about 8 yards out, he has headed over the bar. It was a lovely, delicate delivery in by Dominic Szoboszlai, but Ekitike just heading over the bar. And that is very disappointing from him. Yildirim Shakir is going to send a long ball forward. Be headed on. And it will then be Badaci will pick up the ball because the foul's been given. Badaci will just waste a little bit of time. Szoboszlai getting a little bit frustrated with the way that they are running down the time. And it's actually going to be a yellow card for Davinson Sanchez. Not sure he knew too much about it. And that will be a crucial yellow card for Sanchez, because it will mean he will miss the second leg at Anfield. Davinson Sanchez with the foul on Hugo Ekitike. And of course, he is a sure starter for Galatasaray, is Davinson Sanchez. But the Colombian will miss the tie next week at Anfield. We're about to find out how much additional time we've got left now. It's Joe Gomez. We're into 4 additional minutes. Liverpool still a goal down. Here is Alexis McAllister. Gives it to Dominic Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai into Frimpong. Frimpong will get there ahead of Jakobs. Frimpong will dink it towards the far post. Headed away by Sasha Bowie. Comes down to Robertson. Robertson to Gakpo. Gakpo will strike from distance. Did Shakir get a touch on it? I think he might have done. It was a good strike by Cody Gakpo. Davinson Sanchez is still fuming. Oh no, it has been confirmed as a goal kick. Yildirim Shakir was certainly worried, diving to his right side. It was well struck by Cody Gakpo, low and hard. And Shakir was diving down to his right side. We're into the 91st minute now. The goalkeeper in all purple, Shakir, will send it up. Headed on by Joe Gomez. There is Jakobs, who will go back to Shakir. He will send it forward. And he'll boot it out, actually. It'll be a throw for Liverpool. Joe Gomez to take. He's asking where are his options. He'll give it to Dominic Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai to Gomez. Loose touch taken by him. Now it's Victor Osimhen. Osimhen on it. He's pushed down, and it's going to be So foul given by the referee. It'll be a free kick. Osimhen just grabbed down to the ground by Ibrahima Konate. Just a little bit too tight on him was Konate, had his hands all over him. And they're going to make another 2 substitutions, are Galatasaray. They are preparing those substitutions now. They are preparing to come on. And it is going to be Baris Alper Yilmaz, who's been a threat down that left side. And also the former Arsenal man, Lucas Torreira, is going to make his way off the pitch. Which means we'll see the introduction of the former Trabzon Sporman, Yerel Almali. Signed for them for 3.5 million, and also İlkay Gundogan. We know all about him, the 35-year-old former Barcelona and Manchester City midfielder. İlkay Gundogan is on the last minute or so here, like-for-like change for Lucas Torreira. As Okan Buruk's team are just going to try and see out this game and seal a victory that they can take back to Anfield to defend. He's going to be a corner here for Galatasaray in the 94th minute. It'll be an excellent opportunity now for them to get a second goal, which would be a massive sting in the tail of Liverpool. It's Roland Salah who's made his way over to take the corner. There's grappling in the middle. It's going to go to the far post, and Jesus skill and Manzano's actually going to slow it down. He's going to say, can you take it again? Because there was grappling at the far post. Joe Gomez was being grappled with. So we'll go back out to Roland Salah to take the delivery here. Assistant referee just telling him to speed it up. Salah will send it in. It's going to come towards the near post. It'll be headed on. It will come out to the edge of the box. That's a fantastic effort. It was bouncing. It does end up going wide of the goal. Ismail Jakobs' effort. Be a goal kick to be taken by Georgi Mamardashvili. Mamardashvili will launch it on. The referee will allow play to go on. Headed by Wilfred Singo. Now the potential could be an opportunity for Victor Osimhen to get there. He is in an offside position, so it'll be a free kick for Liverpool. They'll play it quickly. Go to Virgil van Dijk. Referee's allowing play to continue. We're a minute over additional time, and then Dominic Szoboszlai commits the foul, and Szoboszlai is now penalised by the referee. He can't believe it. He joins Milos Kerkez, Virgil van Dijk and Ryan Gravenberch in the referee's notepad, and I'm not sure Dominic Szoboszlai knew much about that. Very soft, just a loose hand just pokes Yunus Akgün in the eye, I think. It's just a brush, doesn't really need a foul to be given. Well, Szoboszlai is in the referee's notepad, and the referee is going to end it there. Galatasaray win by a 1-0 against Liverpool, courtesy of Mario Lemina's first half goal. We will go back to Anfield next week with Galatasaray having a 1-goal lead to defend. Liverpool hunting them down. It finishes here. Galatasaray 1, Liverpool 0.
Remember to check out FootMob's social channels on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and TikTok. Thank you for listening to FootMob's audio commentary. Be sure to check out player ratings, shot maps and more in-depth info on the match page.